Welcome to Grow Up, Level Up, How We Play, the podcast where I, SamsonXP, interview guests about how they implement games and fun into their day-to-day lives and how it influences them today. And today, of course, we have a very special guest. Before we dive into our guest, though, I got to introduce my co-host, Sir Dr. JM, rockin' a very snazzy toque. If you're listening on audio, come over to YouTube. Jordan, how are you? And tell me about your cool toque, as we call them in Canada.
I'm I'm doing well. And for the uninitiated who don't know what a YouTube is, it is a beige toque, kind of I don't know what you call this texture, ruffle. It reminds me of Ruffles chips.
Okay, that's also a Canadian thing, I think.
Is it? Okay. And on the front, it has the Raptors logo, but also in like an embroidered beige kind of color. So it's kind of subtle. And yeah, I threw this little fit together. I got a nice new little jacket shirt type thing on here, and it all goes together well. So there you go.
Very nice. You are always the more fashionable one between us two.
Oh, and of course, one piece as well underneath. But
of course, shout out.
Yeah.
This week, though, we got someone arguably even more fashionable. Somebody who designs.
I believe it.
So somebody who designs the fashion that really Jordan and I wear out every day. We have Cameron French joining us, aka The French Dip Design. Welcome to Grow Up, Level Up.
What's up, y'all? I am so hyped to be here, and I have zero fashion sense, so I will take that compliment and put it in my back pocket for a rainy day. Thank you.
Well, on the topic of that, though, would you mind telling us who you are, what you do, and why, I don't know, you're fashion related? I feel like this bit is going on a little long.
No, let's keep it going. Yeah, hello. My name is Cameron French, and my moniker that I go by, my business, my kind of hustle on nights and weekends is called the French Dip Design. I started that in 2020 during the pandemic. I always wanted to do art growing up, and everyone as I was growing up was like, you got to get a real job. Doing art is not a real job. And so over these past 5 years, crazy that it's already been 5 years, I've been slowly, teaching myself how to do art and trying to work with as many cool people as possible. And it led me to your doorstep, which was amazing. The fact that you were like, hey, we might have some ideas in mind. But yeah, I've been able to work with Kinda Funny in the past, 6'1" Indie, a couple of drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race. I am all over the place with the work that I do. But it is still, for now, just a nights and weekends type of hustle thing. So hopefully we'll see what the new year brings. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
That's cool. I thought you were like full-time artist for like 20, 30 years kind of thing.
Oh, no. My normal day job, I just work for a tech company as a customer success specialist. So
classic.
Yeah, we've all got those things that we got to do to, pay the bills.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. My full-time job, I know, surprised everyone, is not podcaster or gamer.
Not yet.
That's true. That's the goal one day.
Yeah.
One day we'll all be just streaming on Twitch, making clips and making cool stuff, which is kind of how we connected. I wanted to make something cool with you, Cameron. Of course, Jordan and I learned about you through the folks at Kinda Funny, and from that, the crew at Drop and Dropout recommended you. So we are very blessed that you have blessed us with brand new, spoiler alert, brand new merch, brand new brand kit, which we will reveal later in the episode, or at least tease a bit, because full transparency, it's been a week for me, guys. I was telling Jordan before the show, my shower exploded, so there's some Renos going on, dealing with a lot of stuff, so I haven't had the chance to build out the new refreshed Grow Up Level Up website. However, we do have some merch that I do want to talk about later. But before we dive into that, I want to talk about you, Cameron, and I guess how games fit into all that, fit into your art and fit into your career and your day-to-day life in general.
Yeah.
That's the goal of Grow Up, Level Up, How We Play. And really the original vision of Grow Up, Level Up was I wanted to celebrate the importance of play that we have, not just as kids, but also in our adult lives. I think yeah, games are just more and more common, and we should be talking about that kind of stuff. So my first question to you is, favorite game of all time?
What a question. I've been thinking about this for a while too. And everyone, as we all know, is doing the trend, the 10 games that, made
Oh, yeah,
me.
yeah.
And to whittle it down to 10 is tough. To whittle it down to one, I was like, what's going to
We
be the
we could
answer?
do 10. We could, I don't
we,
know, we could
we
do
won't do
10.
10.
Yes, and
I'll
yeah.
drop some breadcrumbs for some other games. Um, but I think this is the thing that really drew me to Grow Up, Level Up, and to both of you and to kind of your mission overall, is because we're really the first generation that has had video games kind of omnipresent for our lives. So when I grew up, my family got the original NES, and I have two older brothers, and it was, it was the hub for us. And so video games have always been a pretty integral part of my life. And so my favorite video game of all time, the one that has made the biggest impact, is probably the Pokemon series. Um,
Okay.
I was a Pokemon Blue guy. I remember getting it for Christmas. I got a big like bundle package. It came with, oh, I think I've got it in storage right now. It came with this like official guide handbook that I was able to buy off of eBay just a couple months ago. But Pokemon has been the thing that felt like the first video game that was for like me and not my older brothers, and that I've just been able to grow up with, yeah, over all these years. So I would say the Pokemon series is like my game series, my favorite one of all time for sure.
That's awesome. I got to dive deeper then. Specific version or generation being your favorite.
Yeah, I mean, started with obviously Pokemon Blue, but I would say Gold was where it really sunk its teeth into me. Just seeing that there was a whole new batch of Pokemon, and like it felt like the game was a little bit older. We were a little bit older. And then, of course, spoiler alert, the opportunity to travel back to Kanto at the end of your,
Spoiler for like a
yeah,
30-year-old game.
you never know. um,
Yeah, yeah.
that was one of those things that felt like the game developers were almost like, I don't know, like taking care of us as players and being like rewarding for us and getting to see all of our old friends and the Pokemon from the original 151 that weren't in the original Johto kind of run.
Mhm.
Um, it was just the first time where I was like, video games will be a part of my life forever. That's what it felt like. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. What I want to ask, like, what I don't know. I don't even know how to ask it. Like, what did it feel like? How did you come to that conclusion? I guess if we like, how did you, as little, I don't know, 8, 10-year-old Cameron,
Yeah.
decide like this is the experience I want forever?
I think it was, weirdly enough, I think it was when I was watching my friends grow out of Pokemon,
Oh,
and
Mm.
okay.
and me like trying to be like, I'm growing up, like I shouldn't like this stuff anymore, but oh my god, it
Mhm.
just like I couldn't help it. I remember like buying a Game Boy Advance and like secretly going to the store to get
Mhm.
Pokemon Ruby.
Mhm.
And I was just like, it was one of those things where it felt like not a dirty little secret, but I was just like proud of this fandom and like consuming anything and everything. And that's where I was like, video games have gone beyond like just this obsession with Pokemon, and that grew into the Kingdom Hearts series and
Woo.
so many other things.
Okay.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2. I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts 2 was my favorite game of all time because I was feral for that game coming out. But
Weren't we all? I
yeah,
mean, like, let's be honest. We had to wait how many years between 1 and 2? And yes, there was Chain of Memories in between, and blah blah blah.
yeah.
That's the
But
one I
like,
played. Yeah.
come on, man, it doesn't get much better than Kingdom Hearts 2, honestly.
Were either of you on KH Insider, the website?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it was impossible not to be. Um, oh man, you're unlocking memories here now. The funny thing was like, oh, that was like the days of, text guides where you'd pull it up and it'd be like ASCII. Someone like made the logo of
Oh,
Kingdom Hearts, but
yes.
entirely in ASCII text. And it's like, how, as a child, it was like, how do you even do that?
Hmm.
but yeah, like those were the days. I mean, now I'm snowballing, but like I remember printing off a literal 42-page guide. Now, this is not for Kingdom Hearts. It was actually for Animal Crossing, but it was codes you could use in Animal Crossing on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I remember printing this off on my dad's color printer, and he was not happy about all the ink I used.
Oh, no.
But like taking this stapled booklet over to my friend's house, being like, because I didn't have Animal Crossing at the time, just being like, look what I
You just had the
found.
printer, yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, and it just felt so like communal too, and that was probably the first time where it felt like there was. I grew up in a really, really small town in Nebraska, 400 people, so
Wow.
yeah, teeny tiny.
Yeah.
And so for me, once I realized that the internet could be the thing that could like connect me to all these interests, that my friends, I was in a class of 26 people, and the 13 other boys were so adamant about not liking video
Football.
games. Oh yeah, exactly. They were just
yeah.
they were all about the sports ball. And I was just like, I was rushing home to watch Toonami and catch the new episode of Dragon Ball Z, and then playing, Pokemon or Golden Sun. And if I even tried to bring up any of those games like to my friends, they would have been like, this is a different language. We don't understand. This is nerdy, whatever. And the internet and finding those websites and finding like the forums and stuff and being like, did you know there was a secret ending to this game? That's when I was like, okay, like I think the people that I want to like talk to about these things don't necessarily live in my small town. So I got to go out and kind of seek them. So yeah.
That's cool.
Wow. So you're like at the forefront of like internet communities, like forums. I remember having console war discussions in those forums.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, back then there wasn't a Instagram or Facebook to connect with these folks easily. Everyone was behind a username, and I also remember those ASCII art guides too. And those are the folks that write them for us. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. So Kingdom Hearts 2, Pokemon Gold being the top one.
Yes.
Any other cool games that helped you grow up?
Helping me grow up, Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo was huge.
Okay.
That was the first time where I feel like I saw like an opening cinematic for a video game where you see, is it Zero, the red?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the red cooler guy.
Yeah, watching that opening cinematic and then like trying to figure out the correct order of bosses and stuff, that felt very pivotal for my video game journey. But I've always been a Nintendo boy through and through. So the GameCube was the first console that was mine, that I remember saving up my money and getting the GameCube. And so Sonic Adventures 2, Animal Crossing, Beautiful Joe, like anything that I could get for the GameCube, I was at Blockbuster every week trying to get a new game. Or convincing my parents, like, we gotta drive into a different city because
I was about to say,
yeah,
town of 400 and you had a Blockbuster. But
God, I wish. I think the closest Blockbuster was about 30 minutes away, which it's that's a bit of a jaunt, especially for your parents who, when they ask you, what are you going to rent? And then you're so hyped up that you're just like, yeah, again, speaking pretty much a different language to them. And they're like, okay, I'm sorry I asked. So, but it has been really cool for my parents to now show them like the cool people that I'm working with. Like you said, Dido, 61ND, kind of funny. Now you guys. And so it's just like the weird obsession I had with video games that they thought would just be a fad or would never actually amount to anything. Now it's like, I'm finding the communities and I'm finding the friends that I wanted to create art for and with. And so, yeah, it feels like I'm on the right path. Little Cameron would be very hyped up about just having this conversation. So
that's awesome. Hey, yeah, well, I mean, welcome to the club. We are all we all integrate games into our day-to-day lives and are happy to find new friends because of it. And yeah, you're right. Like Jordan and I met through like an esports team, a league that doesn't exist anymore, but we remain friends. And
what was the game for?
Overwatch League.
Okay.
Yeah. This This is deep Samson and Jordan lore. You can see it
I
in,
got all
in
my
Jordan's
Overwatch
stream
stuff
there.
on the wall there, but hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
there was like a Vancouver Titans, and then Jordan is from oh my gosh, the Cubs.
Or are these all the different cups?
There was like a brand deal. Jordan has more cups than me. I don't know how that's possible.
Oops, I hit the mic.
But yeah, I think we like just cross paths one day because I listened to a specific podcast. Oh my god,
There's more.
For those watching on or listening on audio, Jordan's reaching back and somehow just pulling out more of these Vancouver Titan cups. I think I have like
many.
3. yeah. Going on a tangent. So like Vancouver Titans did this brand deal with Circle K, which is a convenience store where it's like, hey, come on in. We have these Vancouver Titans. The players are on the cups kind of thing, and they did it for like a couple years. I don't know how Jordan got so many. I don't go
Drink
to
a lot
Circle
of
K that
Slurpees.
much.
I was gonna say that's a lot of Slurpees.
I have close to 40 of those cups.
Really? I didn't even know they made 40.
No, I have like triples of some of them.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where those cups come from. But yeah, Jordan and I met through Overwatch League. We've traveled across the country for the games, and it's just something that we both are passionate about, and then found mutual communities through Kind of Funny, and are now just doing podcasts every week, and it's awesome. So
That's right.
Games lead to a lot of cool things. I kind of have a similar story, Cameron. I remember my grandfather asked me, like, I was a lot older, but he asked me, like, when are you going to be done playing games? And I think that was the first time I ever thought, like, I don't think I'm going to be done ever.
Right.
Like, you're right. I don't think I need to grow out of this. Like, this could be a part of my life forever. And that's when I made the decision then. So there you go.
It's so funny to hear you say that, Samson, because like I remember my friends and I joking and being like, man, we're going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 3 when we're 30. Guess what? That legitimately happened because Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't come out until we were just about 30. But regardless, the larger point is we're still playing games, and now we're looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 4, right? Which might come out before we're 40, but we'll see.
Don't the monkey paw curls or whatever.
Let me go get my clown mask and put it on here. But yeah.
So Cameron, how do you implement, I guess, games into your hobbies and work and life? Like, do you play games every day? Do you talk about it at work? Do you use it to build relationships? It's a big question, but I was just wondering, like, what does a day in the life look like for you?
I try to play video games every day in some fashion. Just this summer I picked up Fortnite because of the Power Rangers
for the first
season.
time.
Yeah, I'd never played it before. And then I sunk like over 100 hours in.
Wow.
And I was like,
okay.
I understand the cultural zeitgeist, the obsession that is Fortnite. And so if it's just like a little game like that, or a new game coming out and I just want to like sit down, turn the brain off for an hour or so, that's definitely, video games have like always been there as far as like a mental break for me. But yeah, I'm very interested in seeing, like, with this next year coming up, what does the industry look like for artists specifically? Not saying that I'm, ready to like jump in and do character design and things like that. But it's definitely on the bucket list of some way being able to work, not necessarily games industry. I mean, I guess I'm helping rebrand podcasts that are in the gaming industry. So I'm already like, I'm scratching the itch a little bit, but I would love to see what pathways are available for illustrators and artists and stuff, especially for indies too. I think getting more familiar with 6-1 Indie and that crew, and just being exposed to how many incredibly high quality games are coming out from really small development teams, or development teams that are just trying new things. I'm very intrigued to see if there is an opportunity to be like, maybe I could do a little something on a game here or there. So I have a feeling that games will become more integrated with how I do art and stuff in the future.
Who's the who's the pipe dream studio or game maker that comes to you, but also who's, maybe on a smaller level would you also be excited to work with, other than the obvious everyone, right?
Yeah, of course. That's such a good question. Strange Scaffold is a smaller studio, and they've been guests on Kind of Funny a couple times. And every time they talk about how they make video games, the passion just like seeps through the screen or through the
Right.
headphones. So I think it would be cool to work with a team who's constantly trying to do something that no one would ever expect. Because I think they
Yeah.
did. Um, I haven't played it yet. It's like the horror game. It's like
Click holding.
yes, I haven't
Click
played it yet.
holding, yeah.
Is it fun? I've heard it's just like it's like not fun but entertaining.
It's entertaining for
Unique.
sure. Yeah, it's very unique. I forget how long it is. I think it's like just
It's like
over
a
an
couple
hour,
hours,
under
right?
2.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not long at all. I finished it in one night.
Oh wow.
And it just like, and I don't want to spoil it because it's so short.
Mhm.
But it is very unique. There's
Mhm.
nothing else out there like it, I would say. But in a way, it's kind of fun. It's like almost
You
like a
dirty
how
dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Samson, you're revealing a lot about yourself here.
Yeah. Say
don't,
more.
Don't look in the corner over there. It's like that. It's just like also kind of my. I don't know, even know if it's a preference. It's one cool thing I like about games where it takes a very simple concept and it kind of pushes, see how far we can push this simple concept. For click holding, it's just clicking a literal counter, but you do that through your mouse or your keyboard. But it tells this story around it. It's related to the gameplay, which is always nice. There's like a mystery to why the heck you're even doing this. So
Mhm.
it's got all the right little pieces that tickle my fancy. So if you got an evening or two to spare, like definitely try it out.
Yeah.
It's very weird. Yeah.
I definitely need to add it to the wish list on Steam for sure.
That's actually question for you is we kind of jumped ahead, but like what kind of games do you usually gravitate towards or do you like to play nowadays?
We just got our very first gaming PC. I've always been
Okay.
a console or like handheld guy, but I was like, if I'm going to be doing Twitch streams more, and I was trying to do Twitch streams on a MacBook Air, it did not work well. But I want to start using Twitch more for not only playing games with the community, but doing art too. I was able to create some pretty cool designs earlier this year when I was able to stream, and then the internet went kaput, and we were like, okay, let's start saving up. But now that I have a PC, I feel like a whole new realm of video games has opened up. So Steam is something that I'm just like kind of blown away by the amount of games that are available there and the sales too, which are amazing. But yeah, we've got a PS5 and the Switch 2 as well. But I'm usually, if a JRPG is coming out, that's usually where I'm going to sink 75 to 100 hours in. That's definitely like my, if I would say what my favorite genre is, definitely JRPG. But I'm
Okay.
trying to stretch a little bit and get into some other genres that I'm not usually familiar with. So yeah.
Which is I guess your favorite JRPG other than Pokemon? Technically, it's a JRPG.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Kingdom Hearts series
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I thought that Metaphor Refantasio last year was
Oh.
one of
You and Jordan are like almost the same person.
yeah. When I saw your like 10 games, Jordan, I was like, oh shit, it's going to be like at least 8 of the 10 are going to be the same.
Yeah.
But Metaphor, I had played through Persona 4, Persona 5, and Persona 3, and I loved them all. I think the Persona games are incredible. But Metaphor, maybe it's just because I played through it during the American election, which was a harrowing experience to live through.
Yeah.
And so it was just like,
Yeah.
it felt
a lot of
very
commentary there.
Yeah. Oh, tons of
Really?
commentary there. And
Yeah.
so, but I felt like that game was really, really magical. So I hope they do more in that series, but anything that Atlas does, I think is gold.
Okay.
It's just like a guarantee, like this will be my obsession for the next couple months.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow. We covered a lot of ground about you and your gaming habits and all that. I guess, like, do you ever see yourself, I know you want to, but do you ever see yourself working full time in the games industry, either doing art or like anything really? Is that a goal for you, or are you kind of comfortable where you're at and you're happy having games as a hobby?
Yeah, I mean, games, it's everyone always says like be careful doing what you love because once it becomes a job, then you don't get to
Hmm.
enjoy it as much. I haven't found that that's the case for art. And
Oh,
I
okay.
draw every day if it's for a client or if it's just for myself. If I want to make, a stupid sticker or an art print or something like that, like the joy hasn't been taken away from that. And so I feel like even video games, if I were to dive a little bit more into the industry as an artist,
Hmm.
I think that my brain has a good way of separating church and state when it comes to
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
video games.
That's good.
So I would definitely want to be more protective of it, though. Like
Right.
feel like I have to be more intentional about the time I set aside to play video games. It would be less, like I got an hour, so I'm going to play this. It would be more like not regimented, but I would just want to make sure like I give myself the opportunity to enjoy video games for the rest of my life. So
Hmm.
Yeah, I find that very uh, um true. Is like when the lines get blurred, you start to lose the passion a little bit. I did a quick stint in like working on sound in movies, and then I got a bit of a
Oh,
trained ear. Oh yeah, this is deep,
I didn't
Samson.
know
whoa,
that.
yeah.
Deep,
Yeah,
deep,
that's
deep.
cool.
We're going deep.
I love it.
But then I had like a trained ear, and then I go to the movie theater, and I had to sit farther back than I'd like to one day, and then I'm like, oh, now this whole movie experience is soured because the bass is too loud, and I'm like, no, it's like you can
That's
still
funny.
enjoy a movie even though it's not optimal. And I've kind of come around to that, but I've definitely been on the end where it's the dangerous end, I guess more or
Yeah,
less.
you start to be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, am I putting too much effort, like, or just like
yeah,
mental bandwidth into this thing?" Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I wish there was like there's got to be like a collective out there of artists and gamers wanting to get into the industry. I know there's LinkedIn, I guess. I know there's community meetups, but I feel like oh, I know where my mind was going. This is where this thought was going. Game jams. I don't know if you've ever
Mm.
gone to a game jam
Uh-uh.
before. Okay, for those who don't know, a game jam usually, and it's not just game jams. These kind of jams, and I think they go by different names. They're like 48-hour events where a huge group of people come together. Maybe they come like as a pre determined group, or maybe they come solo and just meet people there. But their goal is to create, in the sense of game jam, is to create a game at the end of that 48 hours. So one good example is I think Peak came
Yep.
from a game jam.
Really?
Um, just between like two studios. Yeah, Peak.
What?
Um,
I think it was
there's
just
a,
what it was Aggro Crab. I think they just did their own game jam. I thought it was just like internal to them.
oh,
They
okay.
they
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to figure out their next project or something.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was something like that, but it was like
Yeah.
it's purely like almost a creativity exercise, as well as networking. Um, and then when I worked in sound, this is also deep Samson lore. I still have the shirt actually, but it's like two sizes too small. I went to a game jam at UBC at the
Oh,
University of British
cool.
Columbia, but for my kind of area, which was sound, there isn't really like you don't sit in a team and just wait for sound requests to come in.
Mhm.
So what they did is they put all the sound designers into one team, and then as other teams
We're
needed
ready for
sound
it.
bites and ready for
Cool.
music or ready for like, oh, we
Yeah.
need like like this kind of laser sound for our game, then we would produce something for them, and then meet people that way. So I don't know if
That's
that
cool.
could be applied to like art or
That's
anything like
wicked.
that.
There's
Yeah,
got to
it's
be
really cool.
things like that. Um,
Hmm.
especially around here in Denver. Denver's luckily a
Oh, okay.
really creative city. Like the city really fosters its artistic community. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's got to be something like that. Okay, I've got homework now. I'm googling game
Okay.
jams near me after this.
Game, yeah. It's here in Vancouver we have like a very vibrant indie game scene.
Mhm.
Vancouver City never plays itself, so a lot of your favorite video games are probably made up here. You just nobody ever knows that it's actually up here. There's always once a month, once every other month, a like kind of like a game jam, like an indie showcase where really small games come and show off their games, but it's supported by higher profile studios like Brace Yourself Games. What's the studio that made Cadence of Hyrule? That one is slipping my tongue. Yeah, those kind of studios.
Is that like the
are
Necromancer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rift of the
Same studio.
Necromancer.
Yeah.
Is it? Brace Yourself? Maybe.
No,
But yeah.
no. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, like a lot of these grassroots scenes are supported by the semi bigger ones, the bigger fish in the pond. So
Mhm.
that's just where my mind goes. For folks who want to get into industry, I think these smaller communities putting on these events is really fun and a good opportunity.
Yeah.
So I hope that, like, I assume Denver has something like that.
I'm sure
it's
they
a
do.
biggish city. Yeah.
And if they don't,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe I need to start something.
Hey,
So
okay.
yeah, we'll see. 2026. We got a new year coming up. So, but I feel like now, especially like the gaming industry is in such a, I wouldn't say terrible place, but the way employers are being treated and, unions not getting the respect that they need and stuff. I feel like more and more people are saying like, we can do this ourselves if we band together, if we, we are the creative team. Funding is the thing that we need to seek out. And I just helped close a crowdfunding project for a new film that I am the art director for. And doing crowdfunding, I was like, this, I know it's been done on Kickstarter a lot for video games, but it feels like this is more of the future that we're looking for, less like a board of directors making decisions and angel investors coming in and then suddenly they're choosing the creative direct. It's like games for the people by the people. So yeah, the idea of a game jam sounds very appealing to me.
Hey, okay. Yeah. I mean, while we're on the topic of like the games industry and stuff, and I guess crowdfunding, I do feel like with distribution channels like Steam, now you are a PC gamer, you know all about them Steams.
Oh yeah.
And what's that other one? Not Indiegogo. There's, oh my gosh, not something. Itch.io,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like all that, it's so easy to publish a game or to share a project. Like, yeah, why do we need a board of directors to come and fund your game? Like, why can't we just make it's easy to say, make the next viral peak, make the next repo. But like, yeah, why don't we skip the middleman? I guess.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's more and more of that in the coming years. I think it's just so cool seeing like not a ragtag group of like developers and creatives, but just and there's the conversation around Expedition 33 that it was a team of 33 people. It was not. But but it's so cool that like these creatives are like trusting themselves and the people that they're working alongside to be like, we can do this, and so yeah, it just makes me hopeful that video games become less especially there's the Steam Machine, which was just announced.
Oh my gosh, we were thinking about talking about that.
Oh my god, yeah. So I mean, the moment I buy an actual PC, I'm like, oh well, crap. now there's this thing, but it's just, it feels like the exclusivity of video games is starting to be stripped away, which opens up more opportunities for people to play a whole variety of games that they never would have gotten to play, whether it's financial barriers or console specific barriers. So yeah, I mean, I know it's dark times right now in the video game industry, but I think it's like the dark ages led to the Renaissance. So it sucks right now, and I feel so bad for everyone who's ever been affected by mass layoffs and stuff. But I'm just hoping that people don't give up hope and they keep creating, because it's like there's generations of kids who need the games that are going to make them talk to their friends about it on the playground and stuff, and adults to
Mhm.
talk about it on their podcast on a Thursday night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a really good way to think about it, and something that I don't think I have heard anyone in the industry say, is that, after the darkest times comes the Renaissance. And, like you say, the games industry is in a bit of a hole right now, with between controversy around AI and, corporate ownership and, investment funds, and obviously monopolies and acquisitions and things like that. It's a good spin to put on it, a very positive spin to say that, maybe if some of this stuff for the next few years, I mean, who knows, could be 5, could be 10, could be 20 years, if things aren't great, maybe on the other side, we get a generation of people coming up that are very indie focused, I'll say. I mean, we
Mhm.
obviously already have great indie games, but maybe it'll spawn a little more on the other side. So that's a
Mhm.
really nice way to put it. I don't want to get too far away from this, but I also wanted to ask you. You mentioned an art direct. You are the art director on a film project. You should probably say what that project is as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't want to dive too deep into it just because it's
Okay,
not
okay.
focused around video games. But
That's okay.
yeah, my friend, his name is Sav Rogers. He's the writer and director behind a film that's now available to stream called Chasing Amy. It's all about his journey discovering this film as a queer kid in small town America, Chasing Amy, and how it
Nice.
led him to become friends with Kevin Smith and discover
Huh.
more of his truth and his gender identity as a trans man. And so we actually worked together at our day job, immediately hit it off
Huh.
pretty much with video games.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
and because like I've got Pokemon tattoos, he's got Pokemon tattoos. and
Nice.
and last year he was like, I've had this script that I've been sitting on. I'm thinking it's starting, like we're going to enter pre-production soon.
Hmm.
Would you want to design a concept poster for me? And I was like, yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And then I was like, well, you got to tell me about the film. Like
Yeah.
and so he was like, okay, here's the script. He's like, heads up, the movie's called Pancake Skank. And it sounds bizarre. Like you would never see that or hear that anywhere else. But he's like, it makes so much sense once you like actually read the story and understand kind of what we're saying with this. And so it's a short film. I think
Hmm.
it's less than 20 minutes. We're going to be going into production in February of next year
Nice.
in New Jersey. I've never been to Jersey, so I'm excited to go there.
Oh, wow, okay.
Um,
Okay.
and imagine an Edgar Wright
Yes.
everything everywhere all at once meets like Speed Racer. It's nighttime, it's neon, but it's all centered around when you find someone who sees the friendship that you have to offer and that you can get from like them too and reciprocate. But it's like done in this weird roundabout way. So I'm excited for people to like know more about it and to see kind of what this wild idea is. But
Hmm.
yeah, my role kind of progressed from just doing a concept poster to becoming the full-time art director. And yeah, we just
Nice.
completed our crowdfunding project through Seed and Spark, which is my day job,
Hmm.
and we raised over $45,000,
Oh,
which
wow.
is
Wow.
pretty nuts.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool to
Awesome.
see a lot of the community kind of rally together, especially because it seems
Nice.
so nebulous. It's
Right.
like a film that's coming up, so you don't really get to see what it is.
Yeah.
But a lot of my job was building the visual identity for what the film will eventually
Right.
be. So yeah,
That's
Wow. Well, you're
amazing.
speaking my language. Love Edgar Wright. I
Uh-huh.
love these coming of age stories that just talk about life and
hmm
like, oh my gosh. And yeah, like congratulations. I can't wait to see the final product.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're excited. We're hoping to wrap filming in February, do some obvious post production stuff and editing, and then hopefully get on a festival run. And
Hmm.
so we'll see.
Mhm.
I'll be posting about it like crazy on social media.
Hmm.
So yeah, if you want
Awesome.
to see any updates on Pancake Skank, you can follow the Instagram account or you can follow me at the French Tip Design. So
Very
Awesome.
nice.
So is the movie called Chasing Amy, or is it
Yeah,
called
the film
Pancake
that's
Skank?
currently out right now that Sav
Oh, okay.
directed, that was his first documentary, his first feature. That's called
Okay.
Chasing Amy. But the short film that we're working on is Pancake Skank.
And
Cool.
of course,
Cool.
Chasing Amy is a play on the fact that the other movie is called Chasing Amy, but he is chasing that movie, right? Yeah, yeah. There
Spot
you go.
on.
Putting the pieces together. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have an IMDb page yet?
I
Not yet.
I just
Soon.
got added.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is
What?
crazy because I
This
mean,
might be the biggest guest we've ever had on.
no, no,
They got an IMDb page.
don't say that. It literally is just like the basic profile yellow picture, not even
Oh,
like
yeah.
my face on there. But yeah, my friend who was running our social media while we were doing the crowdfunding campaign, she's like, I'm gonna set up the IMDb page,
Oh,
and she was like, do you want me to put you on there? And I was like, this is something that I've always like, maybe
yeah.
someday, who knows.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, it's just like manifesting, but also like working my tail off to make these things become manifested.
Yeah.
So you'll see my name and a little yellow profile picture,
Mhm.
Cameron French. Yeah.
Cool.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, working your tail off. This is not your full-time job. This is
Mhm.
just purely passion. And
Mhm.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will
I
you
can't
be
wait to watch it.
taking time off work to go to Jersey then for filming, for production, that kind of thing?
Yeah. We're probably going to shoot for 5 days. I don't
Okay.
think we'll need any more than
That's not
that.
too
And
bad.
yeah, luckily because we both work for the same company and that company is the platform that we
Yeah.
crowdfunded on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Our boss is very
Oh.
much like, she's in the mindset of like, this is the last day job I want any of you to ever work.
Right.
So us,
Aw,
yeah,
that's
it's
amazing.
it's an
That's
awesome
cool.
mentality to have. And so for us to be making this movie and it's 2 employees under her company, she's like, yeah, like go, go,
She's
go,
like,
go, go.
please. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's also great
That's so
marketing
cool.
material for the company
Of
too.
course.
So
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Wicked.
I love that.
Mhm.
I want to go back to a previous thing you brought up, the Renaissance.
Mhm.
We're in the dark times now, but
Mhm.
after the dark times is always a Renaissance. And we were talking about like yeah, what will the kids make and all that. And I kind of start to see we talked a little bit about distribution channels, but I kind of start to see like now kids are so integrated into, well, for good and bad, their smartphones and their computers and screens.
Mhm.
But because of that, they like, even compared to us, they probably have some crazy media literacy, computer literacy skills,
Mhm.
and all the tools to make games. I remember Halo Forge back in the day, like making your own maps,
Yeah.
but you could make full-on experiences in Fortnite and Roblox now.
Mhm.
Um, and sure, making money is one thing, but they are getting almost the game design um, crash course as kids. So yeah, it's like really great to see what they'll make when they're adults and they have more time and freedom and brain power and all that. Like we're gonna be eaten when we're retiring.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I think it's so cool that these tools are available to them, where they don't have to see it as a job, but they see it as an
Mhm.
opportunity for a career. You know, like I used to be a teacher, and I taught preschool, which you would think
Wow,
a
more
3 year.
deep Cameron lore.
Oh yeah, there's
Lots of deep
tons.
lore today.
But to see 3 and 4-year-olds knowing how to operate an iPad and
Mhm.
teaching their parents or their grandparents how to use an iPad, it's like the connection is already there for kids to adapt the technology
Yeah.
and to implement it in ways where it's like just part of their vernacular, part of their
Mhm.
lives. Whereas for us, if we ever thought of game development when we were kids, we were like, oh, it is, you got to go to school for so many years. You got to like, it just seemed like an impossibility. But
It's coding. It's all
yeah,
numbers and letters. Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, like you said, you open up Fortnite and Roblox, and some of the top things that pop up are community built games and they're full experiences. It's like an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours worth of a journey that probably some kids have made or adults too. I don't know, but it's just like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it just feels so good that the opportunities have just like really opened up. It's like blue ocean for people. If you want to try and make a game, there's easy tools that you can access. You can start. And that's what I always tell people with art too. I literally just picked up
Yeah.
my iPad, downloaded the Procreate app, and started watching TikTok videos. And
Hmm.
that 2020, it was just me watching videos, doing tutorials, learning things. So that's the weird thing about the pandemic is I was like, it was the roughest time ever, but it was also like the moment of me being like, oh wow, I'm rediscovering art. And so I'm hoping that that same kind of mentality is available for kids in the next generation for video games too, where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go into the industry. There's layoffs. Like it seems like very toxic and there's bad
Mhm.
workplace environments, but then be like, oh, I can build this with my buddies on weekends, like just
Yeah.
starting there. So
That we kind of jumped ahead, like with art, with your art journey. First of all, yeah, I love that comparison of discovering art, rediscovering art as adults, and the same journey that kids can have discovering game making tools. I just got to be a better term for that. but actually, like one thing that we didn't dive into was what was your art journey like growing up? Like, was 2020 the first time you started drawing, or were you like an artist as a child and kind of fell out of it? What was your art journey like?
yeah, I always wanted to do art when I was a kid. My mom has countless pictures of me, like when you would go to school and they'd say, "What does Cameron want to be when he grows up?" And it was always artist. And then yeah, like I had mentioned, you grow up and you start to see that things are a little bit more expensive, and your family's like, "Well, you've got to go to college." And you don't go to
Mm,
college to become an artist.
Ugh.
So
Yeah.
you
because you won't
go,
get a job
yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember I originally was going to college for graphic design, and one of my professors, like within the first couple weeks, was like,
Don't
you
do
don't
it.
got the sauce.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I was like,
Mm.
I'm learning Photoshop.
I hope they're not teaching anymore. That's
They
awful.
probably are. One of those teachers that'll be around forever,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
of
But
course.
Tenure,
yeah,
good
oh
good
god.
benefits.
Yeah. Um, but that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, okay, well, if a teacher's telling me I don't have it, then I'll just
Yeah,
pivot
of
and start
course.
doing something else. So I put art on hold for, oh God, 15 years or something. Didn't
Hmm.
I would doodle, when you're making a
Mhm.
grocery list and you draw something
Mhm.
stupid on the side, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pandemic hit and I had like just started to put pen to paper again. And then once it was full lockdown, my husband had gifted me an iPad for Christmas, and
Nice.
he was like, why not just start drawing more? And so
Mhm.
I have drawn every single day since March 14th, 2020.
Yep,
Nice.
that's my birthday. Not till
That's my
2020,
husband's birthday.
but shut up. Whoa, that's awesome.
Pisces boys through
Yeah,
and
let's
through.
go. Shout out. Shout out. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, the day everything shut down, right?
Yep. It was my
We get to
husband's
celebrate that.
30th birthday. And he was like,
Oh my
Oh no,
30,
god.
we're
that's even
going
crazy.
hard. And then he
Yeah.
had to
Yeah, yeah.
cancel it. And he was like, we'll meet up
No.
next week, everyone. We'll
It's
meet
like
up
2
next
weeks.
week.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Lockdown's
Yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah,
That's
whatever.
it.
Next month, by the summer. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's
Wild
nuts.
Huh.
Well, my condolences to the 30th that he had to have.
Hey,
That's
technically that
awesome.
means he never turned 30. So
Yeah. He'll be 29, for the
29
rest
for
of his
life.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's awesome. No, I'm so happy for you that you like found a silver lining out of the pandemic. I know we're like going way out here, but still bringing it. I'm so glad that you rediscovered art, and
Mhm.
now it's like a part of your daily life, and that you're intermingling all your passions together, and it's bringing new opportunities and new opportunities to do art, and yeah, like we are very thankful that you decide to use your gift on us. Like you built us a whole new brand kit, which I think it's about time to reveal to those still watching. Jordan, what do you
Oh
think?
yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So I didn't really think about how to do this because maybe we'll just
You
show
only
off the new logo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
As much or as little as you would like to reveal. It's yours now. Like I
Ooh.
tell everyone if I work on branding or designs, it's up to you. No one knows how much or how little you have in your back pocket. So you can show one
Wow.
thing, you can show
Mysterious.
3, 4 things. It's up to
Well,
you.
we'll do a little tease because part of it was like, oh man, I was gonna do a big episode. I have animations planned and a new background. Then my shower exploded.
Shower
I
exploded.
had to walk a dog. I had to talk to contractors. Yeah,
Had to eat a
it was a
meal,
lot
you know.
in the past week.
Yeah.
So I did not do as much as I want to do, but I really want to show off this logo because I think it's awesome. I think it was the coolest thing anyone's ever made for us. But for those watching on YouTube, check it out. It's our new Grow Up Level Up logo made by, of course, the French Dip Design, Cameron French here. For audio listeners, how do you describe logo? Come over to YouTube and, and check it out.
First, watch the actual video so you can see our smiling faces. And but when I started working with you all, you were great collaborators, by the way. Which not a lot of people are. A lot of people will be like, I don't know, whatever you want. But the fact that we were kind of able to build this together, I think is really cool. And so the color scheme and also how the actual text kind of flows is both a play on Grow Up, Level Up, and also just kind of an evolution of what you had already done for your branding. It's playful, it's ageless. It feels like anyone and everyone can see themselves reflected in what you now have available for your branding, which is, that's like the ultimate goal is you want to be able to like make something that's static reflect the personalities behind it. And the way both of you do this work, I really wanted to make sure that people could see this and be like, I want to listen to Grow Up Level Up. I want to watch that. I see that logo on a thumbnail on YouTube. I'm clicking it. I'm watching it. So I'm excited that it is now out in the world.
Oh, yes, it so is. Yeah, thank you so much. Like you're us being great collaborators, you were a great collaborator. So easy to chat, and it was so fun to chat. Like, isn't that the most important part, right? It was so fun to chat and just explore cool ideas. And yeah, this is our recommendation if you ever want to work with the Friendship Design.
Yeah.
4 thumbs up from me and Jordan.
I'll take all 4.
This is like deep Canadian lore, Jordan. I don't know if you watched YTV. But do you remember when they show off a movie?
You can't mention YTV to a millennial and they didn't watch it in Canada.
Well, that Cameron probably did. But they used to do this thing where it's like if a movie was good, they give it like 3 hairy thumbs up on one hand. It's a crazy graphic
big
too.
Hairy thumbs up.
Big hairy thumbs up. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard
3
of
or big.
No,
it's so Canadian.
Canadian young like preteenish TV channel.
Yeah,
like SCTV.
No, like man, I'm trying to think of like what you guys would have as an equivalent, like WB Kids type thing, but more maybe gross. A little tiny bit older, younger. I don't know. Depends on the time of day you're watching, but anyways, yeah.
I'm gonna look up clips from. You said it was YTV.
Yeah,
it's got YTV. There was The Zone. It was a lot of body.
Yeah, Sugar and Carlos.
Sugar and Carlos.
They had a song. Well, they put out an album every year with one original song, but most of it was just a mix of like what was popular at the time. Yeah,
I love this. This sounds magical.
Thursday. Do you remember, Samson? Do you remember the song?
I don't remember. I just remember watching SpongeBob at 4:30.
Oh no. We'll post a link or something.
Okay. This is a sidebar. We should do like a YTV episode.
I need to watch like your YTV like overview.
I would bet we could get.
We gotta get it.
We can't
Carlos
get Carlos.
and
Carlos
Sugar,
is on. Carlos is on eTalk now, so he's big time. Sugar, we might be able to get Sugar.
Sugar bounces between. So,
does she?
Man, we're real side tangent.
I'm loving this. I'm soaking this all.
Sugar.
In.
So I learned this but apparently Sugar, like, she just does producing gigs in Vancouver, LA, and Toronto. So she bounces between the 3 pretty much major hubs.
Easy get then. Same city as you. Like, come on.
I'm sure I have a mutual
on the metro.
Or two.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure I have a mutual or two that know where she's at. Seth Rogen. Right.
Oh, hey.
I don't know Seth Rogen. I'm just saying.
Okay, I was like what?
They're just very well connected. Yeah.
Oh, this has my company logo on it. I don't want to show it off. I was going to show off a picture of Seth Rogen I have on my wall because my company gave me an award, and when I grow a beard, people say I look like Seth Rogen, so they put Seth Rogen's face on the award. I was going to show it off, but it has my company, like the company I work for, so I don't want to.
Don't dox
Anyways.
yourself.
Just imagine it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine it says Jordan, and then it's picture Seth Rogen.
Well, this is our new Grow Up, Level Up logo.
Back to the show.
I personally think I don't even know how to put into words how much I love this. I think it's so not only encapsulates, right, like everything you said about our mission, about our personalities, but I think this also just reflects like me. Like I like being someone who's a little optimistic, a little off kilter, but it's also 3D. Like there's so many words I like to describe this. So thank you, Cameron.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God.
This is perfect.
My absolute pleasure. And yeah, like you were kind of alluding to, there are more things that you have that you will reveal when you're ready. You don't got to do it now. So I'm excited for the audience to see more of how Level Up is growing up and leveling up. Yeah, it's an exciting time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll hold off the other big thing.
Okay.
But if you know where to look, you know where to look.
You know what? You should,
unless you want to talk about it right now, Jordan.
I was just going to say, we don't have to talk about it, but what we should probably say is just keep an eye on the socials, because Samson and I are both supposed to be getting a delivery in the coming weeks, and we may reveal more then.
Very well. You know what? That makes a lot more sense. But we're excited. It's exciting times to grow up, level up.
Very much.
Like Cameron, like you said, 2026 is a big year for you. It's probably going to be a big year for us. And we can't wait to show off some more. I will hide the logo now.
Accidentally changes the slide.
I know.
Reveals everything.
Yeah, a teaser. It's got to be like one more thing kind of thing. Well, Cameron, that brings us close to the end of our episode here, our interview with you, more or less. I love how we bounced all over the timeline, all over many topics, from industry to like being kids to the
YTV.
future. Like YTV, like Canadian media.
Yeah, we covered it all.
Yeah,
totally.
Exactly. Yeah, we should bring that back. Do you think the copyright's still out there, Jordan? You know, the big hairy thumbs.
Is YTV still on? It's got to still be a channel, right?
I don't think you do like an afternoon program anymore, though.
I'll do some research.
Them kids and their YouTubes, yeah.
I'm one of those sad sacks that pays for cable, so I'll do some research.
12 hours of YTV.
Yeah, exactly.
Eyes red, sunken
constantly.
Exactly. Cameron, where the platform is yours. Where can people find you? Who do you want to shout out? And what is your message to the world?
Oh, wow. You can find me.
Those are three very big questions.
I was going to say, we've covered a lot, and we're about to cover a little bit more, baby. Here we go. No, you can find me on all social platforms at The French Tip Design. Just started streaming on Twitch more. So if you want to see me make art live, play video games, hop into the chat, follow me over on Twitch. That was the first question. The second one was... Hold on.
We were talking about this before the show, but are you actually planning on playing Dispatch?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have it downloaded. I think my husband said he downloaded it. But we were holding off until all of the episodes were out. And now that all the episodes are out, I want to do a full playthrough live on Twitch. I don't know. I'm a baby with Twitch. I'm still learning all the ropes, all the little plugins and add-ons. I was going to say maybe there's a way to like get the chat to vote for like, which direction to take, which would be kind of cool. But I think maybe for my first round, I'll just do the normal boring hero run, which I do in every Mass Effect and every that'll be my first round.
I always treat it as like, what would I do if I was there? And I'm a pretty good guy. I always pick the hero. No,
I know. Or it's you pretending to be the good guy, to be like, yeah, this is how I see myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Of course I would choose this. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah. Duh. Yeah. So yeah, I will be playing through Dispatch live on Twitch, which will be super fun. But yeah, I post all the time on Instagram mainly. So it's probably Instagram's the best place to see what I'm getting up to. I've got a couple projects that I just signed some contracts on for this year that
Nice.
are going to be pretty cool. So if you like professional sports, maybe you'll want to
Whoa,
keep an eye
Denver
on my
Broncos.
Wow.
You don't break NDA.
No. I'll just say
Well,
I'm not much of a
wink,
football
wink,
guy.
Dibs.
Okay.
Okay.
Colorado Avalanche. Where are they based
Oh,
out
I
of?
wish, because I need to
Okay.
learn more about hockey.
Oh, okay.
True. Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't
Well,
know
you're talking
enough.
to maybe the right people.
I was going to
Sort
say
of.
this. Yeah, I'm talking to my now
Canadians,
two Canadian friends. Yeah, I don't know anything about hockey, so
Okay, our teams are very good. Maybe Jordan's. Mine's definitely not.
no.
No.
But yeah, Instagram's definitely the best place to see what I'm getting up to, and it's just at the French Dip Design.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My next question: anything you want to shout out, like your movie project that we talked about?
Oh
earlier in the
yeah,
show?
Pancake Skank also is on Instagram right now, so you can follow at Pancake Skank. You'll see some bright neon letters for the profile picture. That is the original logo that I created for the film, and you'll see a ton of different designs. And we'll be
Cool.
revealing more as we get closer to pre-production and then filming in February. But so yeah, I would say
Awesome.
that's another great spot to see what I'm doing with my first foray into the film industry.
Awesome. Can't wait. Love film. Hopefully you get into that or the film festival circuit too, because those are always
I
Mhm.
know. Yeah, I've never been to Canada, and I've heard Toronto International Film Festival (TIFF) is
I
a
was
big
gonna
deal.
say TIFF.
It's
Yep.
very cool. It's
Does
very
Vancouver
cool.
have a film festival? They must.
Yeah.
I mean,
Vancouver
Calgary has one.
International
Vancouver
Films.
must have one. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can I go on a tangent about one of my most embarrassing celebrity
you
stories?
absolutely
Please.
can.
As we close out this episode,
Yes.
and then we'll end with your words of wisdom.
Okay.
Cameron, if that's cool.
Perfect.
Went to Whistler about 4 years ago. Whistler in Canada is like a little ski town, 2 hours north, so it's pretty accessible. So lots of folks that visit Vancouver in the winter would go to go to Whistler. And then we didn't know it was Whistler International or Whistler Film Festival at the time. So a couple celebrities were staying there. Went to
Okay.
the spa, did my spa thing, got a massage, walked out, and I saw Simon Pegg waiting for his turn for a massage.
No kidding.
The real Simon Pegg.
That's
And
amazing.
I'm immortalizing this now. This is actually quite amazing. Because then I said, "Oh, you're Simon
You're Simon
Pegg."
Pegg.
And he said, mind you, I was like just getting like an hour-long massage, best massage of my life. So I'm a little out
Samson
of it.
walks out. He's like,
Like genuinely.
Looks
And then I
next to
said,
him.
"Oh, you're Simon Pegg." And he says, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, I love your movies." And he says, "Oh, thank you." And I say, and I'm like, "Well, see you later." And I give him like a pat on the back while we were like in our bathing suits. He's in a bathrobe, and I walk out.
Oh no.
And I tell my friends, "It's like I just saw Simon Pegg," and it's like, "Oh," and I touched him. That was probably not great.
I touched him.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So, Simon Pegg, if you're listening, I'm sorry, bro. That was uncalled for.
He'll remember.
My bad.
that
Hope you
that
forgive
one
me.
I mean,
name Whistler.
You could have asked him for a picture or something, which is where I thought this story was going to go, but I'm glad you didn't. But, you know.
Yeah. Throwing a compliment their way and then exiting quickly, probably the best way to interact
That
with a
was
celebrity.
what
He
I should've
probably
done.
appreciated
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you did it
Yeah.
the right way.
I know, but okay. A picture with our bathing suits and bathrobes.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
A step too far. Yeah. So Cameron, what are your wise words to close out this episode today?
Oh, wise words. Well, we'll keep it
Don't-
in the theme of this amazing
Simon Pegg.
podcast that you've
Oh,
all
okay.
built. We'll keep it in the theme of Simon Pegg. No, we'll keep in the theme of grow up, level up. And I would say, similar to me, my journey has been all over the place. But I continue to try and grow up and level up in the creative things I do, in the friendships I make. And so I'd say we got a new year coming up. So try something new. Try art, try video games, just try to kind of get outside of yourself and see how you can level up in the new year. It's such a cheesy thing to say, but it's also like, I mean it too. It's a very sincere thing to say. So, yeah, I would say just keep growing up, keep leveling up.
Love that. Thank you so much for joining us again, Cameron.
Yeah, thanks, y'all.
This has been a real treat.